on Facebook Live now. Welcome everybody, and thank you for helping me. Okay, I'm Kathy Callahan. I'm the Healing Psychic, and my psychic work is designed to show you why you're going through a certain period and a certain problem and how to fix it. There are lots of psychics out there who, they have different styles. Some are very good at what's your name and let me tell you about your past. That's not my specialty. And if you know me from following me on a free psychic reading at Facebook, I'm honest and my style is for you to ask me a question, a specific question with your date of birth, because astrology is one of my primary tools that I use psychically. I also use tarot cards, which is this little deck right here. But I do need you to be specific because I get my information based on specific questions, not what does my life look like in a month. And I do want to let you know that for those of you who have just joined, this is a test drive for Facebook Live, and I will be doing free Psychic Saturday readings. Am I talking too loud? Somebody tell me. I feel like I'm shouting. Please. Help me, help me. I would love a card reading. No, Rosie says. Okay. I'll be doing free Psychic Saturday readings every Saturday morning from 8 to 8:30 on this page here where you found me. And it's Facebook Live, so follow me. If you see a button somewhere on here that says follow, you'll be notified every time I go live. And this morning it's at 10 a.m., but starting July 1st, it'll be 8 a.m. Arizona time. I also offer psychic parties the first Saturday of the month. That's by Skype. It's $25. And I also offer private psychic readings. And my husband, Kevin, is the engineer, and he's putting all this technical stuff together for me on my website. If you're not yet following me on my website, it's called thehealingpsychic.com. And I want to start out first, before I do the first reading, I want to start out with a trivia question. And the first person who's online that answers this correctly is going to be the first person I read free starting July 1st. So here's my psychic question, and type in your answer. Who can tell me the profession of the three wise men? Now, I don't want you to tell me their purpose. Their purpose was to protect Jesus from King Herod. That's their purpose. And for any of you who have been following my website, you'll know that the answer is there on my website, and you might have read it. So, what was the profession of the three wise men? Okay. And when you answer that question, I'll write it on my handy dandy little book, which is where I keep track of everybody's reading and their birth date. And if you have a question, please type in your specific question. And if your Facebook name is a strange one and it doesn't give your first name, please give me your first name and your date of birth and your specific question, and we'll get into the readings, okay? So, for all of those who have just joined me, my name is Kathy Callahan. I'm the Healing Psychic, and my psychic work is designed to show you why you're going through a certain problem and how to fix them. So, let's begin. What's your problem? Yes, Rosie Marie, they were Magi's, but I'm looking for something specific. Joyce Edinger, the Magi. No, yes, Gail Robinson. They were astrologers. Right on, girlfriend. Let me write this down because you're first up next week. No, 2 weeks, July 1st. Gail Robinson. Yes, they were. The 3 wise men were astrologers. And if you've heard the story, they went to King Herod because they heard there was a new king born, and he was pissed. So he said, well, when you find this new king, come back and tell me. And they were on to him, and so they said, we're not going back the same way we came from. They were originally, I believe, from Iran. It was called Persia at the time. And they had come to pay their respects, and Herod said, of course, he wanted Jesus dead. And so using their astrology gifts, they were on to him and didn't tell him where he was. Okay, Gail Robinson, Wyman. First up, July 1st with your question. Okay, let's get to it. Am I blurry? Oh, okay. Let me take a look at who got the question. Joyce Edinger, what is going to happen with my move? When, where, etc. Aquarius. Hello, Joyce. So for all of you who see Joyce in that little box with everybody's name, you see where it says Joyce Edinger? She's my twin. I have read for her before, and she was born on my exact birthday, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 hours earlier than I was, and about 30 miles away. So we are twins by different sets of parents. Hi, Joyce. Welcome. All right, sweetheart. You want to know what's happening with your move, when, where, etc. And let's take a look. All right, Miss Joyce. Wait. There. Can you see that card? The Queen of Swords? This tells me that it's in the works, and it tells me that there's also some legal stuff that you have to take care of. And it may be that where you're moving to requires some kind of legal documents to be signed. I'm also picking up the Knight of Cups, so you're going to be dealing with a man. This man is younger than you, and he has something to do with your housing. And you see this card right here? Let me get it closer. It's called the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups indicates you're going to be very happy when you're moving. Your question was when. I got bad news for you. It's not right away. You see this Hanged Man? He indicates that you're going to get what you want, but you're not going to get it right away. And when I say it's going to be a little while, it looks like something legal has to be taken care of first. And you may have some kind of legal documents that has nothing to do with your housing, or it may, but those legal things have to be taken care of. So the faster you take care of them, the faster you move into the house. And I'm going to say it's inside of 3 months. This is, let me think. This is June 24th, July, August, September 24th. It will be before September 24th. But don't put off the legal stuff. This could be a parking ticket that you didn't take care of. They do a research on you. You know how sometimes when you have to get into renting a house or an apartment and they do a background check on you and they go, hey, you've got an outstanding warrant. You've got to take care of it. So, to answer your question, within 3 months if you take care of the legal stuff. Okay? Thank you, honey. Thank you, twin. And the next question up looks like it's Rosie Marie. Is there a better employment opportunity in my future? March 10th, 1990, Pisces. Love Pisces. One of the things, I'm going to talk about Pisces here for a minute. And if you would think about this for your own personal information. Every time I do a reading for somebody, I just did one for an Aquarius, that was Joyce. Somewhere in your natal chart is that sign. Just because your sun sign is Pisces, like Rosie Marie, doesn't mean this reading does not apply to you, because in your God contract, your natal chart, is the sign of Pisces somewhere. Mine happens to be up in the 10th house of career. And Pisces are very psychic, very intuitive. They rely heavily on their feelings more than what they hear or the information you give them. It's got to feel right for them. So everybody who's listening today, you have Pisces somewhere in your chart. So as I'm giving Rosie Marie her reading, think about where it applies specifically in your natal chart. And if you don't know where that is, sign up on my website, ahealingpsychic.com, and I'll show you how to do that. All right. Rosie Marie, is there a better employment opportunity in my future? All right, Miss Pisces. Oh, are you on hold? She's going, no, I want out now. What I'm going to suggest to you, Miss Rosie, this is the Queen of Cups, and it says you're doing a lot of internal healing. I don't know what happened in your last job, but it requires some healing before you go on to better employment. And I'm going to give you an example, because I love examples. I used to work for a company, and the lady who managed it was very friendly, but very crazy. And it was so hard to work for her, and I was under such stress, as was everybody who worked for her, that finally one day I had to leave. I quit, I got out, and I was really sorry to leave everybody in a lurch, but I couldn't handle the work anymore. And so I left. And what that card just showed me, Rosie Marie, about your work opportunity is something similar's happened. And you've got some healing work to do before you go on and get a job that is compatible with you, and that is going to not allow you to carry over the painful things that happened in your previous job. So do the healing work. And you know, you hear that all the time. People go, what does that mean? Well, what it means is you got to forgive whoever it was that hurt you in that job. You've got to be willing to say, let me learn something from this and move on. If you don't do that, you're going to attract, I hate to say it, you're going to attract another job that's going to cause the same problems until you learn the lesson. Okay? So my solution for you, Miss Rosie Marie, is, oh, look, it's the Pisces card. It's the Page of Cups. Do the internal work, especially as it relates to forgiving. And if you can do that, and you can go into a new career fresh and clean, you've got it within 30 days. This is the Page of Rods. Somebody's going to telephone you. You're going to telephone somebody, and you're going to find the perfect job. Okay? Thank you, Miss Rosie Marie. Next question up is Alice Harris. Alice, ooh, you're also a Pisces. We've got two Pisces in the house today. Is my career committed relationship near? Let's take a look, Miss Alice. And anybody else that's listening, if you want to ask a question, you're welcome, Rosie. If you want to ask a question, I think you're going to have to type it again with your birthday, because I can't scroll up to see what people have already asked. Sorry. Okay, Miss Alice, is my committed relationship near? Do you like them young? This shows a younger person around you. And I got to tell you, I find Pisces really smart. And a lot of times, not always, when you get involved with a younger man, you end up babysitting them. So, I am going to caution you, as a Pisces, to please Find somebody you have something in common with that you don't have to babysit. And interestingly enough, the Three of Swords has come up about anytime soon. I don't know what it is with Pisces today, but you all have the same issue, and that's forgiving. I don't know who you need to forgive before this happens, Miss Alice. But it has something to do with love and relationships and being able to count on somebody and not having to babysit them. And I would like you to look at your past relationships and find out, ask yourself honestly, were they a man? Did they protect me? Did they stand up for me? Did they provide a safe place for me? Because all Pisces have that in common. They're looking for a safe place. And if not, if you don't do the healing work, and that would be like meditation, prayer, being able to bless that person before you move on, I'm going to say it's going to be a while before you have a committed relationship. And because it's come up twice for 2 Pisces in a row, I really am going to recommend that you do the work. Look on Amazon, no, not Amazon, YouTube for Sura Kim. I'm going to type it on the page. She does free meditation videos. They're really good. I listen to her about 40 minutes every day. Her videos are free, and she's pretty awesome. Okay? All right. Choice. Oh, 3 months. I'm going to eviction court the 29th. Of what month? I assume this is about your previous question that I answered. Okay, Miss Gail Robinson Wyman. What's in my employment future? Oh, an Aquarius. Hello, Gail. A couple of Aquarians in the house today. And hello, Naomi. Nice to see you here. Teresa, great to have you. Gail Robinson, what is in my employment future? All right, honey bunny, let's take a look. Oh, oh God. This card, I'm gonna hold it up here for a while because I know an Aquarian can really appreciate it. It's the Four of Rods. What's in your future employment-wise? Lots of fighting. I'm going to encourage you not to take a job just because you need the money. It shows if you do that, you're going to hate your job. And one of the things that we want to keep in mind when we are doing our career, our work, something we put 8 hours a day into, you got to love it or it's going to stress you out and make you sick. So the thing that I'm going to say to you, Miss Gail, is don't take the job just because you need the money. Take it based on the gifts that your spirit came into life with. Those gifts include, here they are. Can you see that okay? It's the moon. You do really well working with women, for women, helping women. You also do really well in a place that offers you stability for a long time. And most Aquarians, they go from job to job. We're not exactly known as the most stable because everything's so interesting. We go everywhere, we learn everything, we want everything. And so we don't often stay at jobs for a long time. But in your case, it shows you need stability and a place of business that's almost like a home for you. So thanks for asking. All right, for those of you who have just joined, I'm Kathy Callahan. In case you don't know me, I'm the Healing Psychic, and my work is designed to show you why you're going through certain problems. You can tell I'm reading my notes. Why you're going through certain problems and how to fix them. I offer free Psychic Saturday readings beginning July 1st. This is my test run. Thank you all for helping me. And starting July 1st, every Saturday from 8 to 8:30 Arizona time, I'll be offering free psychic readings. I pick people at random from the list. I don't know if you see the same thing I do, but on the right side of my screen is a list of everybody with their questions. I also offer private readings that would include mediumship, and if you're not sure what that is, it means speaking with people who have already passed. Life purpose readings, any number of questions that you want to ask. Those are done privately. They're done on Skype, so you can ask a lot of questions you might not want to ask publicly. My website is called oh my God, thehealingpsychic.com. All right. Gail says, oh my God, I'm in a job with lots of fighting. Honey, you're an Aquarian. You want to get along with everybody. When there's a lot of drama, if you can't bring stability, you got to get out. Okay. Thehealingpsychic.com is my website. Go sign up. You'll see a box in there that says follow Kathy, and I'll keep you up to date on everything. All right, let's see who's got a question. Yay, Joyce. Megan Dean, anything for my immediate future? Will I stop struggling, please? I can't do this without your birth date. Anybody who's got a question for me, I need your first name, I need your birth date, and I need your specific question. I'm going to see if I can scroll up because, oh, maybe I can. Naomi Farley, will my son's health get better? June 12th, 2016. All right, sweetheart, I am assuming this is your son's birthday and not yours. Brilliant, Kathy. Megan. Yes, it will. Actually, in the next 30 days. Oh, yes, it will. Somebody's been praying for you, or a lot of people have been praying for you. I do feel like there will be a hospital visit, and there is something new that comes up as a solution. And whatever the problem has been, or whatever you've been using to try and get his health back on track, there's something new coming, and gives me goosebumps. This is because people have been praying for you. Somebody's been praying for you and praying for your son, and that prayer is answered. You're going to see that within 30 days and as soon as 4 days. So God bless you both. Thank you for asking. Can I turn up my volume? Yes, I can. I was afraid I was talking too high. Let's see. Up we go. We'll go there. We're at 84. How does that sound? Okay. Megan Dean. Please put your birthday with your question, and I'll be happy to answer it. That way I don't have to go scrolling and looking for it. Thank you. All right. Naomi Farley, welcome. Paul Sanger, I knew you could do it. And I'm going to run late today because I got started late because I didn't know what I was doing. And for all of you who can see Paul Sanger up there in the, what would you call that, the little comment area? He's a veteran. He's an Air Force airman, and giving 2 thumbs up and a big heart for his service to America, if you would. And thank you, Paul. All right. Alejandra Tellez. Anything for me in my love life, or maybe my job? April 27th, you Taurus, which one do you want? You get a mini question, mini reading. So pick one, love life or job. And while you're thinking of that, Megan, you are a Sag and you want to know financial situation. You got to speak up, girl, for your financial situation. What that means to me, let me show you the cards. There you go. See the page of rods? You got to speak up if you want your financial situation to change. That means if you're in a job and you're learning new skills that make you more valuable to the company, you're going to have to speak up and ask for them. And this one, let's see, this one here, this is the Emperor. It's the Aries card. And Aries takes charge of the situation. They don't wait for their financial situation to come to them and change. They go out and make it change. So, to answer your question, will your financial situation get any better? Yes, it will. But you're going to have to do something about it, and you're going to have to use your voice to get what you want. Okay? Thank you, Megan. Oh, you're welcome, Paul Sanger. Thank you for being such a good airman for our country. We appreciate you. Okay, Alejandra, anything for me in my love life? You did not answer which one, that or the job. So I'm going to go to Alice. Alice Harris, 31046. Pisces, does my brother Gerald, who's a Sag, have a message for me? Do the healing. Yes, he does have a message for you. There's something he's encouraging you to heal from. And with Pisces, sometimes the qualities that go along for the life of a Pisces is to ignore it and hope it'll go away. Your brother, the Sag, who, God bless them, the Sages of the world are go-getters. They're the cheerleaders. They are the ones who encourage us. He's encouraging you to do the healing. And I don't know what the healing is. I don't know what he's asking you to heal. And it may be private. It may be between family members. But yes, he has a message for you. And it is, do the healing. Don't do the Pisces thing and run away from it or pretend like it's healed and everything's okay. Face it, do the work. Thank you, brother. All right, Alejandra. Okay, I'm super happy because I just thought about this one. Am I going to be able to get my surgery soon? April 27, 1996. Alejandra Tellez. No! When? Ace of Cups. I think you're going to get the surgery, but I want to ask you something. In preparation for surgery, the doctors always tell us make sure we're in good health. Well, I mean, it's kind of stupid to say that because usually we're getting a surgery because we're not in good health. But what this tells me is you're going to have to do something about your health that prepares you for the surgery. I'm going to give you a wild example, not because it applies to you, but just because I like examples. You're scheduled for a surgery and the doctor says, gee, Alejandra, I'm really sorry we can't do your surgery because your blood pressure's too high. Or, I want to do the surgery and help you, but you're too overweight for a surgery. And I'm not saying this because it applies to you, but there's something you've got to do in preparation to get a surgery that you're not doing, and it will be delayed until you do that. Okay? Thank you. Thanks for my brother and me. You're welcome, Alice. Okay. And Megan, did I answer your question? I should have written it down. And are there any other questions? We've got 10 people online. I want to thank everybody for joining me. If there's no other questions, I will come back. Way up at the top, I see Lauren Mossman. Can you please tell me if my brother is okay? Charlie. 424.90. I'm going to run that one through, Lauren. Is your brother Charlie okay? I'm going to say he is in retreat right now. I also see legal things around him. And I see two people. I see your brother and I see another person. And it appears as though Charlie is withdrawn. He's doing the Pisces thing. Sorry, Pisces. He's doing the Pisces thing. He's withdrawn. He's in hiding. He is, there's a second person around him. Very Pisces. I think your brother's got a surprise. It could be a surprise today or yesterday that involves hiding. Sorry. That's what I get. I wish it was better news. All right, Joyce Edinger, will they keep me at my new job? My little twin. Oh, they love you. Oh, honey, do they love you? It's the star. It means you are a blessing to them and a dream come true. And they were hoping to get somebody like you at work. And they'll keep you as long as you want to stay. Thank you, Joyce. Okay, any other questions? If not, I'm out of here. And I am seeing 90 comments. I don't know if they all show up on time or not. Alice, is there a message from my mother? She's a Leo, and you're a Pisces. What's Mama's first name? Miss Alice Harris, I need Mama's first name. In the meantime, Naomi wants to know, are my past family members around me? 3 of them are, Naomi. And interesting, I get that they're all men. And I get that 2 of them had very difficult endings, which may have had financial problems, homelessness. 3 men that at the end of their lives were in pretty difficult straits. I'm not picking up any names. Sometimes I do, but I didn't this time. But yes, 3 men. Marie, okay. Alice wants to know if her Leo mom Marie is around. Whoa, not only Marie, but a bunch of people. You got the whole family around you. I do pick up that it's interesting. When Mom went to the other side, I don't know if you know this, but people on the other side are not, when they come through, the same age as when they pass. They are a fully mature adult, but free of pain, free of problems, very youthful feeling, and that's what I get around your Leo mom. She is doing work over there, and I don't know, Alice, if you've ever heard of this movie. It's called Made in Heaven. And if you can find it, I would really recommend it. It's outstanding, and it shows what your mom is doing on the other side. I just cut my face off. She has work to do on the other side, and it's very interesting. She's chosen, as we all do when we pass, what we want to learn on the other side. Life here on earth is a learning experience. It's life in heaven. We don't go there and sit around and eat bonbons and watch Oprah. Sorry, we don't. But your mom does work, and she does work with children. And it shows that it's almost like she's a teacher on the other side. I don't know what she was doing here on earth for a career, if she had one. But yes, she is around you. She's got lots of family members who are around you, not just her. And she is busy on the other side teaching children. Thank you for asking, Alice. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of stuff from Naomi. Both grandpas had heart attacks. Not sure about the other male. My uncle committed suicide. And I would like to say something about that, Naomi, for anybody who is listening who may have a family member who committed suicide. There comes a time in people's lives where they lose hope. And a lot of that has to do with isolation. It's so important. And of course, you're going to hear this from an Aquarian. You're going to hear this from all Aquarians. We need friends. We need a social circle. We need somebody that we can talk to when we're in pain and troubled. And without that, our troubled mind makes our decisions for us. And suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I know you've heard that before, Naomi. I had a cousin, Dave, and he committed suicide, and he was a young man. He was, I don't know, 40s, maybe early 50s. And it was because he and his wife had an argument. Now, you know, when somebody commits suicide, there's more to it than a one-time argument. You know there is. And if we don't reach out to our friends, and we don't reach out and say, I'm having trouble, can somebody please help me out of this depression? We end up with those kind of results, and it's really sad. And depression, I don't know if you know this or not, oftentimes runs in families based on eating patterns. Our brain needs healthy fats to function properly. Otherwise, we find ourselves in depression and making poor choices. We need sunshine. We have a gland, I think it's the hypothalamus, I don't really remember, but we have a gland that is activated with sunshine. And if we're not eating properly and we're not feeding our brain and we're not getting sunshine and we are not communicating with a group of close friends who can help us when we're down, we get those kind of results. So I'm going to encourage everybody, thank you, Naomi, for your statement about this. I'm going to encourage everybody who goes through tough times, and we all do, it's called life, to be sure and have somebody to reach out to, and be sure to have a God that you can do business with. For me, and I know I'm running late, but I'm going to say it anyway. For me, I don't do really well with organized religion. I have a huge, big belief in God. But I don't believe in the God of punishment and hell. I'm going to hell and I'm going to damnation. It works for some people, and I'm not saying that it's not good for some people. It's just not good for me. And so the work that I do, and I'm going to close this up here pretty quick. The work that I do is based on what God directs me to do. Today, I don't rely on the ego so much anymore. I rely on the God of my understanding, which is loving and kind and beautiful and caring and compassionate. And I don't always do well with it when I'm doing readings, but I try. I think that's my life's path. I've known this for 30-some years, and I want you to know that I'm very grateful for everybody who signed on today for these readings, and I know that the readings are chosen at random, and every Saturday I'll be available for free reading. So sign up early, come with your question and your name and your birth date, so that I don't have to scroll up to go looking for you. And if I missed your question, ask it again, okay?